Hello and welcome to the Sacred Gates Ascension podcast. My name is Illura and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're here for the first time. In this video today we're going to be talking about the mind substance, which includes thoughts, and it's also known as the mind field or consciousness, awareness, or the mind. And the mind substance or the mind field, although a lot of us feel like it's stuck up here in our heads, and because of that it feels very tight and constricted and bound up, the actual mind substance, as I've said in recent videos, the mind substance is very, very light, and its density is very, very light, and it's very, very, because of that density, it's very, very expansive, and it can be everywhere. I mean, even right now, think about, what happened yesterday. So your mind substance can go in all directions, yeah? You can connect to manifesting the things that you would like to experience. This is another aspect of the mind substance. It can go in all directions, up, down, in, out, all around. And so the mind substance is very malleable, very elastic, but when we contract it and constrict it through muscular tension, through emotional contraction and magnetism with the mind, then the mind substance suddenly feels very, very tight, limited, like a very small, tiny cupboard that you were stuck inside of. Okay, so what we want to do is often when we feel our mind field, or our thoughts can feel very edgy and very sharp, very aggressive. They can feel bound and tight and not good, pretty crappy. So a lot of the time when we tune into our mind field, if we're not in a good space and we're just in our chronic day-to-day normal way of operating, which for many is a very tight, constricted cupboard type space, then we're going to find that our mind substance we don't feel very good when we tune into it. But of course, it's a very positive experience to first of all notice the mind substance doesn't feel good. It feels constricted and stuck. That's a really positive milestone in your journey, a very great moment, because it helps you to then do something about it. Yeah, if you don't know that the tap's dripping, you can't call the plumber to fix it. So we need our awareness. Now, what helps us to spread awareness through our body is softness, the quality of softness. Now, softness is not just a word, it is a quality. It's actually something that you can increase, just as you can increase stress. You can also increase softness. So what we're going to do in this little short meditation now is to tune into your mind field, into your own, and you're going to be noticing the restrictive feeling, the constricted feeling, which is very important to be able to recognize the feeling of that in order so you can contrast it intellectually, and then you can actually do something about it physically, mentally, emotionally. So what we're going to do is we're going to feather off, take the edge off our thoughts. So as I said, when we start to tune into the mind field, we often feel like they're edgy, sharp, aggressive, intense. And it can just get worse and worse and worse. Sometimes when we feel that intensity, sharpness, aggressiveness, intensity there, and we don't have the tools, and it can just get worse, and it can accumulate and just get turn into a headache, turn into binge eating if you kind of go to that to help to relieve that kind of thing, whatever, or have an argument with someone that we care about, or go crazy and peak hour traffic on the road. So we want to be able to do something about it. So this is a tool for you. So just tuning in quietly to your whole entire body. There's no need to try to change the breath or quieten the mind. Just tune into who you are, what you are. You're going to start to notice that you do make small adjustments, like, the breath will change. You may relax your lower back and your skin may expand and soften, because these are all things that happen when we do pay attention. We bring the light of our awareness through our whole body as much as we can. Then it's like a darkened room. Suddenly there's more light. You can do things in that room. Bringing the chin down slightly to help you to ease any tensions in the shoulders, in the neck, in the spine, in the lower back, in the quads. The dogs are howling in the street. It's that kind of time of night. If you want to turn your palms up to help to relieve any tension in this area here, that can help as well, in your shoulders at the front. And just allowing your whole body to flow with the gravity of the earth, gravitational pull of this earth. Makes it very easy to sink and connect and ground. Relaxing the face now, relaxing the jaw. A lot of us carry tension, a huge amount of tension in the jaw. Relax the teeth, the tongue. Relax the lips, the chin. Relax your cheeks, your eyes. Relax your eyeballs. Relax your eyebrows. Relax the nose, relax your sinuses. Relax your temples and your forehead. Relax your ears, relax your neck and throat. Relax your skull. Relax your brain. So if you notice as you're just sitting here consciously with me here in this moment, that your head is kind of like a container. And within it, imagine that the mind substance is there, which a lot of us associate the mind with being with the brain, right? Now, if your mind substance is hugely infinite, has the potential to be hugely infinite and to expand and be extremely light, which it is, very fluid, elastic, non-static, incredibly adaptive substance, then you want to relax the container that it's in so that it can become and reach its potential. Whereas if your container, your face, your skull, your jaw, and your neck is constricting the mind substance and holding it like a prisoner, you're not going to experience the mind substance, and you're going to just bounce continually off the reactivity of the mind. And the mind substance is going to just start like magnetizing all these emotions to it and drawing in physical tension from the cage that it's in, it's bound. So just really pay attention to that jaw, neck, head, skull, eye, teeth, everything tension there, and try as much as you can just to pay attention now to where you feel that constriction and release the tension of that constriction wherever it is in your head. So here you can feel the physical tension, and you can also feel the strain of the mental field, the mental body. You can feel the strain of thought energy. So just feel the edges as you release constriction physically. Just become aware of the edges of these thoughts. They feel a bit edgy, a bit gritty, a bit crappy. And I just want you to coat these edges in softness, in the substance of softness. And it's not done the way you would coat some wood in varnish, where you have to put quite a lot of effort in. But it is similar in the sense that you are coating and covering and smoothing over and protecting, this substance. So you're coating it, but in a very effortless way. So the more strain and force you put there, the more intense the edges become. So you just want to kind of like not try, which is kind of hard sometimes. And that's, it's ironic, isn't it? It's hard not to do nothing. So just relax. Let go of trying, let go of strain. And just allow softness to wash over those edges. Feel them feathering off. Just incline your mind to following the edge as it feathers off, softens and falls away. Allowing the mind substance to expand out in all directions. You may just feel incrementally better. You may just feel a tiny little bit softer. You may experience a slight softening of the edges of the thought field. or you may experience quite a lot of softening of the edges of the thought field. Notice how that changes the configuration of your face, physically, energetically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And you may feel it flooding through your whole body, as if you have just, through effortlessness, triggered and opened the gateways to a domino effect of flow of softness through your whole body. If you're still very much stuck up in the tension and caged the mind substance in the head area, continue releasing physical tension. Softening, always releasing that strain of trying. And just notice that you may be feeling more expansiveness, an opening, a softening, more spaciousness within. Even if it's just a tiny amount, it's better than nothing. So just notice whether you feel more nourishment, whether you feel more nourished from having done this. And so now you have had an experience, and it may be the first time you've experienced this, or you may have experienced something similar, or the exact same experience, but I'm describing it back to you in a different way, or you know exactly what's going on and you've done this many times. Whatever it is for you, know that you can do this at any time. And it's actually better to do it many, many, many times throughout the day with all the tiny little constrictions and contractions you're going to be feeling, and release those tiny little ones so that when the shit hits the fan, so to speak, it's a lot easier to deal with that stuff, And because you've done it so many times with all the little constrictions and contractions, in your body, in your mind field, in your emotions. And you can really get a lot more skilled at this particular set of skills here, and it's a fantastic life skill, and I do wish that they taught this in schools, because it would really help a lot of us from a young age up to deal with the mental field, and to deal with emotions, and also noticing the bond, the connection between the mental body and the physical body, and how we can use the physical body and the mental field to release all these constrictions and allow all things to flow away from us, through us, and to help us live a better life. So please try this anytime you feel a lot of your kind of mind substance heading up there and just locking in. You can do this at any time, and now you know you actually don't have to just make it get worse. You can actually do something about it. So please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. It's a great technique. Please share it with anybody that you believe would be interested and would, I think all people would benefit, but not everyone's interested. So just share it with people that are interested, and hopefully it'll bring some peace and allow the suffering that we feel every day to diminish as much as we can. Thank you very much, and bye-bye for now.